Okay. So, now I've got to set back up. I think. Maybe. Maybe not. Ah, dude. What the hell is wrong with Twitch? It's insane. Alright. Okay, yeah, you can hear it pretty good. Cool. Kinda thought this would stay, so that's good to know.
Now, Aisha Curry is well known for being married to NBA star Steph Curry. I mean, to be fair, he's one of the most famous basketball players ever.
This is my darling husband, Stephen, also known as Esteban. Sometimes goes by Steph, but in our house, he's Dad.
And this is not a fact she shies away from, as her husband are a big part of her content and brand.
I'm Aisha Curry.
Oh no, I thought that was the Nikita. Okie dokie.
Right, as an entrepreneur and a chef.
Yeah. That's the sound you like.
She started her culinary career posting cooking tutorials.
Maybe I have to go to one of the other.
And then went into hosting her own show on.
Yeah, because that's electrified.
Got the whiskey by hand and a bowl full of custard.
She's also written cookbooks.
Good lord, that lasts so much longer than this.
And she and Steph also seem to have some kind of overcooked style local game together.
Yeah, because that's just ammo. Can't go that way. Maybe it's in the basement. Or over here?
And he's also a prolific restaurateur, owning over 30 restaurants worldwide. And notably, he's also based in San Francisco, which could be how the Aisha Michael super team was formed. Aisha says, let's get saucy. Okay?
Oh shit.
International Smoke is a collaboration between
It might be the vampire fight first.
wood-fired, grilled, and smoked dishes from around the world. The decor is also a little fiery with some neon signs and a lot of emphasis on heat. And there are also some sports bar vibes.
Maybe.
TVs like the walls.
There's a lot about
We ordered a handful of appetizers here, and the peking pork belly bao buns came in a puff of smoke, which was fun. Wow!
Colonel, B1 is completely flooded from what I can see.
You'll have to swim.
Which did infuse kind of like a smoky flavor in there. The barbecue poison sauce. We also got an order of Aisha's fresh baked cornbread, which after the smoking entrance of the pork buns had kind of a plain presentation, but the main standout here was the Tokyo fried chicken, which was awesome.
very pop in your mouth.
There was some kind of soy umami flavor in the breading itself, so it had some good flavor and crunch on its own, but the creamy sriracha aioli kind of put it over the top. I got the sweet and plantain.
If you can't tell, I don't remember this area well either. Whoa! Okay. That would have been nice to have seen.
Reveal physically improved luminous in 15 days. New Olay Super Serum Body Wash.
Our server recommended the American barbecue style, and Tyler loved it.
I'm talking about BBQ, baby.
The sauce was vinegary, the meat
Sorry, Petey.
Finally, for dessert, we got the International Smoked S'more, which did also come in a puff of smoke. This one was a chocolate molten cake with toasted marshmallow ice cream on top. And it was also kind of infused with like a campfire taste.
There's the tranquilizer sniper.
We enjoyed our time at International Smoke. I did like
Open the
whenever
door.
actual smoke got introduced into the presentation of the dishes, and I do have to say, I feel like Aisha is onto something. Give your husband a rib, put him in front of the TV, and boom, he's quiet for hours.
Alright, Tyler's fallen silent. He's just eating. So, I think the verdict is positive.
So for our final restaurant, we headed to Wolfgang Puck's Taco at Bellagio.
Shit.
Wolfgang's ire from being left out of last video. He's welcoming us with a very icy reception here tonight at the Bellagio.
Now, Wolfgang Puck is kind of like the original celebrity chef, being famous for running high-end restaurants in LA since the 1970s, and popularizing Californian, modern French, and
This is like sickening.
US. Caterer and chef to the stars, he's done a ton of guest appearances over the years. He also notably cooked for Kim Kardashian's ill-fated first wedding,
Let's go see if there's some gangs in the kitchen.
and has catered for the Oscars for the last 30 years. Last time by leaving Wolfgang off our list, obviously we knew who he was and that he was an uber famous chef, but we couldn't figure out if he ever had his own show or not. What did you say? Turns out he did have a show on the Food Network in the 2000s called Wolfgang's Cooking Class, and also recently had a series on HBO following his catering company as they prepare food for huge events. And after watching a bunch of his content, I also just think he's hilarious.
What the fuck does it say on the back? I can read down my back. Don't get too crazy. If you do, call me.
And I think it's cool that after all this time, he's still cooking. Yes.
My job is just being here. Being Wolfgang.
Wolfgang has 4 other restaurants on the strip, but we chose Spago because it's an offshoot of his original Spago restaurant
Screw it.
in LA in the 80s, which is what really put him on the map. And it's still really popular to this day.
We need to stop it right now at Spago.
As it was the hardest restaurant on our list to get a reservation at. One of the big draws of Spago, besides the food, is the fact that the restaurant is right next to the Bellagio fountain. So you have a killer
I wonder if you can shoot a rocket from here.
show. And luckily for us, the wind did die down about half.
Probably not with, yeah, not with the jamming.
Now, Spago does mean string in Italian, which I think is supposed to imply some noodle-based dishes, but their official cuisine is a mix of Puck's signature California fare paired with modern techniques and inspiration. And one of Wolfgang's signature dishes is extremely fancy pizzas. He offers a smoked salmon and caviar pizza, as well as a truffle pizza, which is the one we got.
Don't you dare.
There we go on the left.
What is this?
Please move, Mr. President. Did I kill him?
Which were kind of a giant bite. And in a nod of reverence to the spa and Spago, I did get the hand-cut fettuccine pasta.
That is the power supply right there.
I really liked a lot of the pizza listed.
There we go.
You could really tell the pasta was fresh. The only issue was that it was unfortunately a little overly oniony.
Okay, so I was just off. Alright, grab a drink real quick. Wow, really?
President Johnson.
That was quick.
So you're finally here.
You've been expecting me?
Your equipment, that skull suit isn't exactly standard military issue.
Are you all right, sir?
In Is this some kind of sick joke? I thought you came to kill me.
What?
I'm prepared to face the consequences of my betrayal.
What are you... What the...
You're a man? Well, who are you?
Foxhound, sir.
Bunch of people grabbing his dick.
I see. Now things are starting to make a little sense. Switch over to nano communication so nobody can listen in.
Yes, sir. Do you read me, sir?
Yes.
Mr. President, it's my understanding that the terrorists have managed to input the code sequence necessary for launching a nuclear strike.
That's correct. I punched the sequence in myself.
You're working for them?
If you asked me 2 hours ago, my answer would have been yes. Right now, they're keeping me alive until my vital signs are reconfirmed.
They betrayed you?
I wouldn't quite put it that way. I wanted power. They sought destruction.
But why stoop to terrorism?
I wanted absolute power.
But you're the president. You have power.
No, I'm just a figurehead. Huh? I don't have any control. The real power is in the Patriots' hands.
The Patriots?
The truth behind this country. I'm not surprised you've never heard of them. Very few are aware of their existence, even among those with code word clearance. Politics. The Patriots. Even I don't know who the actual members are. Are they financial, political, or military leaders? No one knows who the Patriots really are. Even my instructions come from a cutter. All I've been told is that every key decision is made by a group of 12 men, known as the Wise Men's Committee.
Your office? The White House?
Merely puppets, pawns in a game. By pledging my loyalty, an insignificant son of a senator was awarded the presidency. Of course, that wasn't the only price I had to pay.
What do you mean?
Even if a pawn becomes a queen, it is still just a player. I wanted to leave my own mark in history, but my ambitions were... You'll understand someday. I wished to be a member of the Patriots. I wanted to wield the power of a king instead of being an expendable pawn.
And that justifies acts of terrorism?
Yes. I'd intended to use the new... My predecessor, George Sears. That was the name the public came to know him by. I knew him by his code name, Solidus Snake. He was the third snake, preceded by Solid and Liquid, a survivor of the Les Enfants Terribles project. Neither solid nor liquid, he was a well-balanced masterpiece that the Patriots saw fit to entrust with the presidency. However, he fell out of grace with the organization 4 years ago. When acting on his own, he started an incident.
4 years ago? Shadow Moses.
That's right. At the time, the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, together with certain influential parties, initiated the development of Metal Gear Rex.
I'm getting sucked into this. I said I'd skip the story.
I thought he resigned.
Here are our short form /social media handles. There's air in my mouth, and with that,
That's right.
See you guys next time.
It is a This is card 4. It'll give you access all the way to Emma's location. Give this to her when you find it.
What is it?
A program for disrupting the control functions between GW and Arsenal Gear. Take Emma to the computer room on level B2, Shell 1 core. She'll know how to load the program into the main system.
A virus?
That's right, modeled after Foxstein. A biological weapon designed to select...
He did.
It's gonna be a hell of a ride to the finish line, so gird your loins, people. Also, if you missed part 1, make sure to check it out on the channel now. But if for some reason you are...
Don't you have a dog tag, Mr. President?
East side, side.
I guess not.
Welcome. A reminder on a couple of disclaimers. We're working off of this list of hotels, so we have 14 to cover in this video, and we're going to be hitting 2 to 3 hotels
Colonel,
today.
the president is dead.
I see.
While other members of our team stay at the others. Also remember, we got taken for a ride by Johnny Rockets.
We got 3 grilled chicken sandwiches for $70.
Snake's pricing.
That's so crazy, right?
So we are back.
What's your status, Raiden? Snake, the president, he's been assassinated. What? There was nothing I could do.
What about the nuclear strike code sequence?
He died before his vital ID could be reconfirmed.
Then the enemy's lost their nuclear strike capability.
But that Ocelot guy obviously killed the president on purpose.
Why?
It doesn't make any sense. They had to know that they couldn't launch the nuke if they killed the president.
Maybe there's a way to launch without reconfirming the vital ID.
Or maybe they found a more effective weapon with it.
We started the day off with
Shade to the strip. The strip starts here.
I took these photos 2 years.
On this side of the strip, there are a lot of older properties.
It's
did
a
you
lot of
manage-
cutscenes.
I made my fridge extra fresh.
RS Fresh Packs already keep lunch meat fresh. For now,
Forget it.
RS, just right.
Fridge looks kind of silly now.
Emma's probably being kept in filter chamber number 2 on floor B1 of shell.
Booking.com? Booking.com?
Yeah. So the Sahara can't claim the title of the oldest, but it is a long-time Vegas classic. It opened in 1952 as a brothel-themed hotel and was popular with the legendary Rat Pack in the 50s, as you can see by these classic photos all over the place. It has clearly been redone a few times since then. It reopened as an SLS hotel in 2014, and for any fans of the Hills, there was a storyline where Heidi almost moved to Vegas to work at this hotel.
Dumb.
And then it was rebranded as the Sahara again in 2015.
So it's a little bit. It's like very normal, but I think like it as a thing.
Now, my assessment of the Sahara as it currently stands is that it is bright, nicely remodeled, new feeling and clean, but a little on the small side.
Yeah, very nice.
Nice building. And there's just the vaguest hint of desert theming. The armor and the color scheme for sure. And that's pretty much how I feel about the room as well. Come on. It was nicely put together, with a slightly deserty color scheme and plush furniture, but it was just a little cramped.
Shit. Did I go the wrong way? Yeah, I went the wrong way.
Tiny, the bed felt like it took up most
Why
of
are you
the room,
calling me?
and the throw pillows felt like they took up most of the bed.
Raiden, are you reading me? This is Op.
Oh yeah.
And there were a strange amount of mirrors.
I wonder. Oh,
These
I
mirrors
guess not.
were random to me.
There's
There
no
is
weapon I can use.
a nice full-length mirror here, outside, in the bedroom, but it's a good walk. But all of those things said, for the price, I was pretty happy with it. You're looking at this one. Now, downstairs, there wasn't a ton to do. Besides the pretty modestly sized casino floor, there's a very bougie Starbucks, a few
This is
restaurants,
vampire
and a
fella.
Magic Mike striptease show.
They've made meeting rooms, ballrooms, and the Magic Mike.
They also have Jose Andres' Bizarre Worlds here, which is one of those experimental restaurants where they serve you a cocktail and it's like
I don't remember how to be.
just a sample water. It was supposed they didn't pour actually in this era, but we did return a few
You know what?
days later.
I'm not doing that. I'm gonna kill him.
Restaurant video. It was crazy and
It's so weird. I remember you being able to like aim a little bit before you fired, but I guess not.
As the way is closer to treasure island than it is to certain circles, it's
I've yet to find a hit. No shit. Okay, buddy.
My body.
Can't run from your shadow.
Good God, dude. Fuck.
We did stop by their lakeside restaurant for dinner for a good view of their Lake of Dreams interactive show. Unfortunately, this was kind of a waste for us. The restaurant was very expensive, and though we didn't explore the menu that much, we got the exact same thing.
Maybe I'm just crazy, but that sounded loud as hell.
Colonel, they've apparently... Snake, did you catch all that?
There are a lot of other restaurants in the Wynn Encore where the food is a lot better. That's a fair bit on the two hotels' amenities and attractions, so now, on to the rooms. First up is the Wynn.
Oh, wow.
And the Wynn room was absurdly nice. It was very ornate, and there were a lot of large furniture pieces in there, like cabinets, chest of drawers, and a huge four-poster bed.
I'm super excited about this. This bed looks very plush. It's a very nice bed.
And kind of a theme for the day. The pillows were also giant. So, love the room, love the bathroom. Particularly love the sealed toilet paper. However, if we roasted the Bellagio last week for having a raw box of food in the mini fridge, we can't ignore the fact that we did find a random sandwich that was not ours in the mini fridge here. It was a sandwich. It didn't seem super old, like it didn't smell that bad, but it was there.
Random sandwich. Just gonna put that out there. Random sandwich. Okay?
Now, onto the Encore, which is where we were going to be sleeping. Whoa!
it's huge.
Yeah, look at this nighttime view too. It's really nice.
The encore room was a little less ornate, and the wind was warm-toned. It was more silvery and cool, mirrored and square.
Yeah.
It's rectangular.
Yeah, yes, lots of rectangles, yes.
But it was genuinely huge and had an amazing view of our favorite.
Oh, it's Ross. It's Ross. Las Vegas.
And though the pillows were a little smaller than the ones at the Wynn,
We don't put a raisin sandwich over there.
they did also have sealed toilet paper over here, so I was pleased.
Happy to sleep here tonight.
Very happy.
Yeah.
Tyler will be having 2 small pillows, and I will be having 2 large pillows.
What an awful deal.
Notwithstanding, the Win/Encore. Expensive, but pretty nice. Now, day 2 here is a long and eventful one.
Are you all
spanning
right?
4 hotels that have very different vibes and attractions. But there was one thing that we were the
Who are
most
you?
excited about, which we were actually
Ryden,
specifically
I'm
dressed
getting you
for,
out of here.
which was Guy Fieri's restaurant
Get
at the
me
Wynn.
out. You're lying. Where are you taking me this time?
What are you talking about?
So we're calling
I'm
day
here to
2
help.
The road to Flavortown.
Here, I'll prove it.
And no one can stop me.
Also, I did
Can you
want
hear
to
me
quickly
now?
apologize to
Nano-communic-
Guy Fieri for saying his name 85 different ways in this video. As someone who also has a difficult to pronounce name, I'm sorry for letting the team
Leave
down.
me.
We started off our day on a slightly different, though still Italian
I can-
note with the Venetian and the Palazzo.
I'm not your Venetian.
She's terrified of water because she almost drowned when
Put
she
your
was
ear
a
against-
kid.
And are another pair of sister
I remember
hotels
right.
that are also kind of one giant continuous hotel. And we have actually stayed in both of them. As the name implies,
God.
they have a general
Emma runs out of air quick.
Venice specifically, of course, with frescoes, canals, statues, fountains, marble columns, and general grand total palace vibes. The entire hotel is great and they're beyond being fun, but the lobbies for both the Venetian and the Palazzo are pretty next level. They are, to be frank, ornate as fuck.
Just got the room, let's get the shirts.
As we should.
Let's hit the rooms up front here, so then we can move on to some of their other attractions. With the Palazzo room up first. Come on.
Oh, it's a biggie.
All of the rooms in both the Palazzo and the Venetian are suites,
Oh, stairway down to the 50th level. That's pretty nice.
so they're all pretty good size.
This is the exact kind of room that you can stuff a bunch of newly graduated
Ryden.
college kids in.
As I've done before.
And in general, they are good rooms.
Ryden, we did.
It's pretty nice.
With pretty high-end features, my only complaint is that I could use a little more theming up here, especially since the downstairs is so good.
Listen, just like they have race car minutes, this could easily be done all day.
They style this up, but they're going a lot. Things can be good.
The Venetian room was also big. It was maybe a little more themed.
Look at this like balcony I have.
Are you reading me up?
Like Romeo and Juliet balcony scene.
Yes, it's giving Verona. Obviously that's not Venetian, but it's close-ish.
And there were some.
Do you remember the panic that gripped the computer industry prior to the end of the century?
You mean the Y2K problem?
That's right. If you recall, our government supplied the world with a countermeasure program using the internet at full capacity. The program was distributed to every governmental organization, every key facility throughout.
Lots of restaurants and bars, multiple levels of fountains and shops.
Let me guess.
Did you take someone's picture? Oh, she doesn't like it.
That noisy over...
She's gonna make you take another one.
We've got a...
While we were there was a conference in town.
It's a lot of cutscenes.
And it seemed like a lot of the attendees were staying in the Venetian.
Come on, get through the hood.
For our activities, we headed over to the Grand Canal Shops, which is a mall inside of the hotel, which is also, I think, to look like St. Mark's Square in Venice.
I love the little buildings. I love the like forest perspective. I love the big sky.
They also have performers and restaurants.
That scared the shit out of me.
Over the top, they also have gondolas you can ride up and down the canal that runs through the whole thing. And gondola check out the ice bar in the canal shops.
Alright, we're going in there. 5 ice, and ice.
This is not a Venetian exclusive, as they have these things in a few different Vegas casinos, and also in plenty of places outside of Vegas. Huge! Well done. But I have always been curious.
Oh my god. It's your fridge.
It's basically a bar inside of a giant freezer.
I like severe fridge shorts right now.
So my dude, where everything inside is made of ice. The bar itself, the walls, the tables, the drink glasses. Which is why you can't set your drink directly on the tables, as they would just fuse together. All that said, I liked it in there. It was pretty invigorating, kind of like a little bit of cryotherapy to re-energize us. We only stayed for a little bit, and we did not take a shot through the ice pools.
A nipple ice sandwich, wow.
But we did sit on the scorpion throne. Please let me know if anyone understands that reference.
Okay, I'm officially free. Let's go.
After the ice bar, we took a little time to defrost our camera.
The cameras got fogged up.
Yes, it actually kind of froze.
I've been taking it to the bathroom with me and warm it up. What does that mean?
And then we headed back out into the heat to resume our trek to our next hotel, Harrah's, a little further down the strip.
I will say this sure breathes pretty well. It's pretty cool.
Now, Harrah's is the start of a few casinos in a row here in this kind of central part of the strip. They're situated right on the sidewalk. We get a lot of foot traffic through them, since you can either walk outside in the heat or cut through the front part of their casino floor and enjoy some cover and AC. Gordon's moving in, so I've walked through Harrah's plenty of times before, but never really explored it too much. And after taking a longer look, overall, it seems kind of neutral, not too shabby.
Oh my god.
There are some things to do, but not a lot, and there isn't much of a need to be snooped out. That's the only thing we could really focus on. But not just
Communications with the first floor of the Shell 2 core have ceased. Carry out an investigation immediately.
In terms of base necessities, it actually seemed pretty okay. Right? The bathroom was nice and clean, and the bed was fine. And there was also this oddly large lamp. Wow, I like that lamp. Which was at least somewhat interesting.
Count up the M&M's. That.
Apparently, Harris is supposed to be really broad.
Oh my god. Get up. God damn it, she's gonna die. Oh, just standing up. Yeah, now I'm just getting out of aggression. This is an annoying ass mission. Fuck it. We all die. Stay here, lady. I'm gonna go murder everybody.
To the link next door. First shot of Town. Now the link is an interesting one. It opened in 1959 as the Flamingo 3, and since then has been rebranded, renamed, and renovated multiple times until it reopened as the link in 2014.
It feels like almost like a version of Town. It's like trying a lot of stuff.
I kind of see what you're saying. And nowadays it has vague futuristic
Shit.
city-ish theme with a lot of silver, gray,
Guy comes down the elevator. Might as well wait.
And inside, it's pretty bustling, since the casino floor kind of serves as a throughway for people to get to the
I don't really know how, but the guy just kind of spawned in the middle of this hallway, so it's probably what'll happen again.
which I'm terrified of and will never do. The room is also a little futuristic and minimalist feeling, but certainly not a bad room. The bed was nice and big.
Come on.
My back just cracked.
Oh yeah? Good or bad?
I think good. And the bathroom, though small, I'm standing in the shower to get this shot. Felt pretty new and clean. My biggest gripe with the room at the link is that their furniture pieces are all built into the wall,
This is pretty new.
which isn't inherently a problem, but with both the bed and the long desk, there's the tiniest crack between the furniture piece and the wall. And at the end of the day, when I took my wedding ring off to go to sleep, I lost it back here. And I think it's behind one of those things, and I don't think we're ever going to see it again, but we're going to try. And after searching high and low on the morning of day 3, I resigned myself to the fact that the ring was just lost in the link forever.
If anyone wants to try their luck, that room is 31 foot at the link.
But a few hours later, Paul, one of the link staff members,
That's it. You're amazing.
fished my ring out from behind here with his
Freeze!
Upset of all upsets. The ring has been found. The engineer/maintenance guy is my hero.
So, my ring was saved.
On one hand, Link, I don't like your desk.
Oh, dear God, come on, Emma.
He's great.
Now, back to our tour of the link on day 2.
No, get the fuck up.
Maximum security. Send the replacement guard for the area.
What the fuck am I supposed to do?
It's an open-air pedestrian street.
Are you... Dude, no. Fuck off. God damn. Am I going the wrong fucking way? Fuck's sake, stand up, you fat little bitch. Get up. Get up. You've got to be shitting me. Dude, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Fucking twat. Why are none of these fucking hitting me? Dude, what the fuck are you supposed to do in these situations? Like, what, am I just supposed to grab a motherfucking hand and drag her while I'm getting shot? This pisses me off. Just fucking kill me. Go kill Alan.
This isn't happening.
I just feel like it's right there.
How about
Will you just... Fuck's sake.
We started this day off.
See, you can't even... You just have to...
Wedding chapel. And also kind of fitting, this was the entire day I thought I could use my wedding ring at the link forever. Now, the Flamingo is actually the oldest still operating casino on the entire strip, as it was opened by Monster Brooks Casino in 1946.
Thanks, Zip. I made my fridge extra fresh.
RS Fresh Packs already keep lunch meat fresh. One for now, one for later.
Why the fuck does it matter? If you kill them versus if you put them to sleep, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Welcome to your new scalp.
Go to sleep.
There helps soothe your scalp and can cause itch, dryness, and flakes. All with no sulfates, silicones, or dyes.
Head and shoulders.
And if you couldn't guess, it is Flamingo themed.
I think the vibe here is overall just when in doubt, pink. Because like the trash cans are just pink. But it decorated, not really, they're just pink.
Now, it definitely has been renovated since the 40s, but I would say it definitely still has a retro feel to it. I'm not gonna lie, some parts of the casino floor and general common areas look a bit dated or shabby, but some of the retro is just vibes. The marquee lights, mirrored surfaces, and lots of crystals. I will say though, the room, seems to have been renovated pretty recently.
Kind of spacious, kind of mid-century, kind of pink. Smells good in here.
Also, Flamingo.
The room isn't particularly tricked out, but it is nicely redone.
I will sleep in this bed like a flamingo sleeps in its own feathers.
Paying homage to both the pink motif of the entire hotel, as well as the vintage aspects.
Yeah, nailed it. Wow, good.
I was literally gonna pitch for them to do a bunch of old school historical Vegas photos and stuff. And I found exactly what I was looking for on the bathroom door. It's like a pink vintage collage.
Alright, where the hell am I taking that?
Our room also had a nice view of the outdoor areas, the pool, wildlife, and oh yeah, the chapel. Let's rewind to the wedding chapel.
Right. Take Emma and go to strut L. There's a ladder down onto the...
The chapel actually offers a service where you can buy a brick inscribed with the brief message of your choosing to be laid into the grounds of the Flamingo's Gardens. We wrote,
We came, we saw, we stayed. Sophia and Tyler.
and it actually takes about 6 months to get paved in, so it should be ready right about now.
If you guys come to the Flamingo, you have to look for our brick.
There is now a physical legacy of this video on the Vegas Strip. It also like stops wedding before.
Besides brick buying, we also checked out their flamingo habitat, which was cute.
Look how skinny they are when they're all drenched. They're like wet cats.
And generally, their gardens are pretty expansive and nice. There are some huge koi fish in the little creek here, but the whole place does kind of have that bird smell. I know there are birds here.
What does this guy do?
He looks...
Are you kidding me?
It's just not my favorite smell.
I wasn't expecting pelicans, but now I'm disappointed.
Now,
Maybe I'm just supposed to use the damn coolant on it.
one hotel down to the Cromwell next door.
Wedding Glass was taking over every casino.
I know I originally said that Cromwell was new and weird. It itself is new, but kind of like the Link, has gone through a few names and iterations over the years. From the Barbary Coast Hotel to Bill's Gamble and Holland Saloon, until it was remodeled as the Cromwell in 2018. It is supposed to be kind of French-themed, but to me, I get more of an after-hours, late-night jazz club kind of feel from the whole place.
Kind of velvety, kind of lush, kind of chandelier,
And it's a relatively short building, so there's very few guest rooms compared to all of its neighbors. So for a small hotel, it has a few pretty big draws, including their rooftop Dre's nightclub and beach club. And they also devote what seems like an entire wing of their hotel to Giada De Laurentiis' eponymous Italian restaurant.
It's huge. Yeah.
Giada
Damn
is another
it.
pretty well-known food
What's
network
wrong?
star, and so we stopped
This
by
door
her
is
restaurant
security
for
level
celebrity
5.
chef
I don't have card
also won't
5.
spoil our review
Damn.
of this one too much.
It's kind of like a flaccid artichoke.
Giving up already?
But we have been here before, and in general, we really like it.
Ta-da!
She really makes it with
What the?
pasta.
Please ignore the other pile of pasta.
Are you
to my
impressed?
right-hand side.
And weirdly, there's a subtle through line of things being oversized, like this huge wheel of cheese and this huge pepper grinder. That was the biggest pepper grinder shaker thing I've ever seen in my life. Literally. It literally is. And after stuffing ourselves with pasta...
There's somebody there.
And thankfully, a nice cappuccino or two, we headed over to the room. Interesting. There's more sets on either wall. Which I gotta be honest, I didn't love. The whole room has a bit of a heavy-handed, boudoir, sexy vibe with somewhat scandalous artwork.
Oh, well, that's a
Venetian sex party?
little bit.
More like a orgy. A small bathroom with a mirror inside of the shower, which has got to be for sexual purposes. Or just self-admiration, I guess. And though there's nothing wrong with it per se...
Oh my god. One button, so many commands.
The props for at least trying to stick to their theme.
I said sensual and sexual. Well, they're all risque,
Exactly.
But the vibes are just a little off to the point where it trying to be sexy makes it unsexy to me. Also, we had a view of the literal dumpster in the alleyway next door.
View's pretty bad.
Awful. Which wasn't awesome.
actually literally a trash view. A view of the trash.
Now after a little late afternoon delay...
Freak me right the hell out.
Just kidding. We headed across the street to...
I have a question for you.
What is it?
How do you feel about heights?
I can't say I like heights. The water's hot.
But by the time we got there, a lot of the things were closed, and it was still pretty hot out, so we just booked it inside. Now, I've always been curious about Bally's. It's very nondescript from the outside, but it's very large, so I always wondered what it was like.
Old Spice Deep Sea Body Wash. Wanted to be pretty boosting.
This is right.
Hey guys, get Little Caesars Pizza there. 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each. You get a pizza.
I'm bad at this part too.
We all get pizza. Get 2 large pizzas for $4.99 each. Well, I don't think Little Caesars is the real deal. Pizza.
And after being inside of it for a bit, I can't really tell you. It's huge, marble, shiny, and kind of weird. That's all I got.
What do you think is not?
The theme is Bally's.
Theme is Bally's, company is Bally's, the casino's Bally's, the theme is Bally's.
Now, the word on the street is that a lot of the rooms at Bally's have recently been redone. So it's maybe a good spot to stay to have a nicer room.
Whoa! It's what the hell?
Centrally located on the strip, that isn't that expensive.
This is the standard room.
Yeah. I think it is.
What the heck is going on?
And after checking out our room, I can
This place is huge. It's kind of incredibly random. It's super nice.
there are a lot of
Emma, open your eyes.
open up to
Emma!
Well, that's good to know.
and the rest of the room is very open concept. So the bedroom and the bathroom are pretty much one large open space. Upon closer inspection, some of the details weren't that nice.
This bed is not as luxurious as it seemed when we first walked in.
But the bathroom is tricked out to hold queen-size bed, jacuzzi tub, a shower behind the tub. Oh, it's a big shower. But honestly, the walls we had didn't matter too much to us, because after a second marathon day in a row, we were pretty ready to crash, which is why we almost skipped our activity at Bally's and just went to bed.
Alright, we gotta go to the golf.
There are a few other things to do at Bally's, but we had signed up for Twilight Zone Mini Golf, located in the basement, where there's also an arcade and some other games.
There's a lot of people here.
It's all downstairs there. Bally's is pretty fun.
Now, I don't know the Twilight Zone all that well, and I don't love mini golf either,
This Twilight Zone episode is so much better.
so I did not think I was going to like this.
Not great.
It's basically a huge, almost completely dark room with a bright light / glow-in-the-dark mini golf course inside of it.
Oh my god, look at my shoes. Look at your crazy teeth and your crazy shirt.
Shit, sorry. Alright, I guess just focus on one at a time. Please get your ass up.
list of valleys to be a bit random, but I would do this again.
That was one of my favorite activities we've done. That was great.
I thought it was
My favorite part of the day was all about my best friend and also the
You formed something. Yeah, everything else was good though, too.
the next morning, we're bright and early-ish on our second to last day on the Vegas Strip, which I'm calling our coast to coast day, or our west meets further west day, where we go from Paris to LA, and Hollywood.
The whole just after was last night. It was
A choice.
I slept really late, but it was a choice.
And Paris, which is up first, is one of our favorites, and is actually connected to valleys on the inside. So you can basically walk from one hotel to the other by just crossing this line.
Oh my fucking god. Please stop doing that.
The Paris is, as the name suggests, Parisian themed, with an Arc de Triomphe, giant hot air balloon, and a on the outside of the building, and various French themed areas inside. I like it. It feels cozy and like the Napoleon Bar, is MGS Theater,
Jesus.
side-themed convention hall and lobby. The lesser known and yet more known side of Vegas. And the Paris theming is very thorough and very well done. The only thing I can really criticize at all is that the legs of the Eiffel Tower pierce through the fake sky ceiling, but then completely disappear into nothing.
break the illusion a little bit.
Paris in general is kind of mid-priced.
Okay.
Not that cheap, but also not supposed to be all that fancy. Pretty nice in here, and I think the room pretty much reflects that.
First impression is bouncing.
Oh, fucker.
As the room was not the most updated feature,
This is Snake. Can you hear me?
Yeah, nice and clear.
I've reached my sniping position on Strut E. I'll provide support fire from here.
Right. Do me a favor and take out whatever I miss.
Just call me when you want me to shoot.
which is always a win in my book.
So that is. Oh wow. Are you serious? Yeah. I gotta think about it. Yes.
Now, in terms of attractions, notably the Paris has a lot of different dining options. There used to be a really great dim sum place called Yonge King Street that we would always come to. It was amazing.
Oh my god.
With a power crunch. Incredibly all delicious flavor. Enriched with power crunch protein. To feel day. Power crunch. Protein worth craving.
Jesus, I'm gonna run out of ammo.
But there are still many pastry shops, cafes, great places. And there are also a lot of
Snake, I can't handle this alone. Okay.
They were in the process of constructing a Martha Stewart
Oops.
restaurant, and there's also a Gordon Ramsay steak restaurant.
I'm going to...
Like a portal into the steak. Are you entering the steak? Where am I wrong?
We specifically hit up Vanderpump Opry. I know Lisa Vanderpump herself is technically not a celebrity chef, but she is a celebrity restaurateur, and once again, Tyler's celebrity crush.
There's a menage a potatoes.
Vanderpump Opry is very, I guess, maximalist in the word, and it is more like a decked out cocktail parlor than a real restaurant in my opinion. But we like to hear. We won't spoil our review too much, but the stuff in our hand was tasty. We also did go up to the top of the Eiffel Tower to the observation deck, which I had never been to before. The Vegas Eiffel Tower is a half-size replica of the real one, coming in at about 541 feet tall. And it might not be as tall as the Strat or the High Roller, but I liked it up here.
Fresh air here.
It's toasty and but like at the same time, it's kind of crazy. And we had a nice view of the hotels across the street, and we started all of 10 days more. There were a few scary moments where I felt like I was going to lose a phone or camera. But we made it out of there unscathed.
I mean, at this point, what's another week, right? What's another 20 hotels? Throw in the Best Western and the timeshares, I don't care.
After that, we added one hotel south to Planet Hollywood. Now, the Planet Hollywood is an interesting one. It reopened in 2007 after a reported $1 billion makeover, having previously spent almost 40 years as the Aladdin Hotel and Casino.
So
and
close.
it's supposed to be Hollywood.
I think this is where she gets got.
Things that point in that direction, like the classic Hollywood Cafe, Zappos Theater, which is burlesque dancers who dance on top of the poker tables and the centrally located love balls. My hypothesis. There is also a large mall complex that adjoins Planet Hollywood called the Miracle Shops. And this is a pretty good mall. Though interestingly, the mall starts off kind of rare in silver, water, and sleep, and the back turns into a oasis suite. I'm not sure what's happening here. I wonder if this is supposed to be like a movie set or something. Because it does kind of look like an admirable back here. A couple of notable things. There is a pretty good Korean barbecue place back here, and we also ended up getting a robot bar inside the mall.
I love that. Why are they so cute and weird? They're like Pixar lamps, but they're hammered.
Which is what it sounds like. You order custom drinks on a touchscreen.
I'll get yours as a nice offer.
And then two giant drinks your drink for drinks are very expensive.
$18 for a drink that's mostly ice.
It's pretty on par Vegas.
Right. Emma's been stabbed.
That bastard!
How bad is it?
She's conscious, but the bleeding's...
After that, retire to our room at the
I don't want to.
trying to set up noise for no reason, which I just irrationally didn't like. But the room itself, I did generally like.
Snake, what's your situation over there?
Emma seems to be, doing something to GW's defensive capabilities. All we need now is your disc. You better hurry. I don't think she's gonna make it.
How's the bleeding?
She's... Just get over here. You'll find the coast is clear with everybody aboard Arsenal right now.
Understood.
Who's this guy?
He is right outside the bathroom. It's kind of like a smoldering Abercrombie Fitch model.
So once again, the theme may be confusing. But I was happy enough to crash here.
No complaints here.
I will take random lady with headphones. We're so close to the end of the strip, we can almost taste it.
Striking distance from right there. It's close. When you see the strip.
It's a great thing you made it out here.
So then we were on to day 5, and the final 2 hotels of this entire series and of this entire trip, the MGM Grand and the Tropicana. So we're calling this day the finish line.
What the fuck was that?
A son, lucky Jacka, the family must part. Stairs to
I see. Oh, he's listening to music. I'm a fucking idiot. So he's walking like an idiot.
Like this. Introducing the Old Spice NFL collection. Try again. Here, watch. Introducing the Old Spice NFL collection.
Missed.
Now, both of these hotels are a bit of a trek south of the Planet Hollywood, and the hike is not to be underestimated.
It's pretty far.
But at least there are some shops and restaurants that line Las Vegas Boulevard on the way down there, in case you need a break. Notably, there is a Taco Bell you can get married at.
That was one of my rejected 2019 ideas. I'm not mad at that idea.
It's a good idea.
Let's go and do it.
And a large Marshalls that is masquerading as a casino.
There's even an oxygen bar in the lobby of the Marshalls.
Now, the MGM Grand is pretty grand. In fact, when it opened in 1993, it was the largest hotel in the world. Beyond being giant, it also has a lot of different attractions and amenities. And is, from what I can tell, kind of entertainment industry themed. I thought the vibes at the MGM Grand were overall pretty good.
I actually think it's pretty fun here. It's just
fair amount of stuff while we were here, so let's start off with the one negative, the room. First off, the hallway was weird. We had to walk down like the longest hallway of my life, which changed carpeting halfway through, which made us feel like we were traveling through the looking glass to get to our room.
Any from this city, you probably see it.
And we were not the only people freaked out by this. And the room itself was also kind of odd.
Oh, come on. Oh, straight into the bathroom?
Jack, are
The bathroom is small and dark, and it's just sort of jarringly in the wrong place.
Like, this is the view in from the hallway.
And then, when you walk
Your
around
mission-
the sink and into the bedroom, it's also pretty cramped.
Why does it feel like I'm on an airplane?
Or a cruise ship.
Yeah.
There's barely a window to the outside, which makes it pretty dark.
It's been a while, hasn't it? Jack the Ripper?
Second to last bed drop. Oh!
It feels like a blood.
You know this fellow?
Oh, it's
You
the same
remember me,
torture
don't
as
you?
Shadow Moses.
You've grown. High concentration of cerebral implants. Have they altered your memory, too?
Beyond the room, we are complex of MGM brand is one of the things to do there, so we headed over there next. And though I didn't think they seemed a lot nicer than some of the other hotels we had stayed at, there were a lot of them, so we were able to find a semi-secluded one in the back that was kind of quiet and pretty relaxing.
It's an interesting coincidence.
Uncrowded and less TJ, which actually Tyler got us a virgin.
Mr. X?
You look happy. Which actually was kind of good. I see you.
Yeah.
2 years ago, they were responsible for getting us out of the sinking tanker alive.
We headed over to the District, which is a wing of the hotel that has a food court.
So you were partners since the...
There, my arch enemy. And then a bunch of celebrity chef or just
So you
25
joined-
celebrities restaurants in a row. For our upcoming video, we stopped by Iron Chef Morimoto's restaurant. which
Olga,
had some
you
really
can't
good
keep this
classic
up.
sushi,
They're
as
bound
well
to
as some
find
more
you.
fusion-y
Listen,
hot stone
I'll free you in a
dishes.
little while. Brace
Also
yourself.
stopped by Admiral Lagasse's Fish House on a secret extra day. Shh. Overall, the food was really good at both of these places, but in the last couple of days here, we did start feeling a little celebrity chef burnout. Or maybe it was just general casino burnout. So, full of fish, we headed back out into the night,
Jack,
just
are you-
2 cats on a hot cement sidewalk, to walk over to our final hotel on the Strip.
There it is. Our last stop.
Now for us, this was a big moment. We've been in Vegas for a couple of weeks. It was kind of hard to remember a time before Vegas.
This is our final walk, Seth.
And it was all coming to a close right here at the Tropicana. Now, I didn't know much about the Tropicana before this. It is kind of a vintage hotel, as it opened in 1957.
Wow, look at this ceiling.
And stylistically, it's supposed to be South Beach, Miami, and Cuban inspired. And I think that does kind of come through. Though it doesn't really feel like a casino mega resort, as the casino floor
Right.
here is relatively small. It does kind of feel bright, Floridian, and tropical.
No, it feels a little bit like we're in the Fort Lauderdale airport.
Now, I wouldn't say there is a ton to do here, though we did manage to find some stuff to keep us busy. Starting off with yet another celebrity chef restaurant, Robert Irvine's Public House.
Ryden, turn the game console off right now.
What did you say?
The mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.
What's wrong with you?
Don't worry, it's a game. It's a game just like usual.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
What are you talking about?
Ryden, something happened to me last Thursday when I was driving home. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky to the east. It was moving very irregularly. Suddenly, there was intense light all around me. And when I came to, I was home. What do you think happened to me?
Huh? Fine. Forget it.
Last room. And the room itself was overall okay. It's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
I have said many times that I would be more forgiving of flaws if the theming was cute. With our views.
Airport.
And that principle applies to the Tropicana room. As there were a fair few flaws.
last bed, though.
The bed was okay.
Not bad at all.
But there were only 2 pillows and they were kind of skinny and weird. The air was a little musty, and the bathroom layout was also a little strange. But you know what? I'm a woman of my word. It was neat.
So I'm happy to stay here. I'm happy to stay here.
Now, a bit of a fake out here. We did do a couple more things at the Tropicana the next morning. So I guess the morning of day 6, i.e. our secret extra day. We hit up their pool, which, to be honest, was very cold.
It's cold.
But it did kind of have a cute layout, and on other days has these swim-up blackjack tables, which seemed fun.
Alright, we're gonna hang out in the pool for a little bit, and then we're gonna go to our spa.
We also went to the Tropicana Grow Spa, which is not really a fitness spa the same way like a balloon spa is, but it was pretty nice. It was pretty empty the day that we went, so I was able to film back there a lot. And our facials were good, as Tyler's hair can attest to. In fact, their hair is still sticking straight up.
On. Actually,
Protection you expected, that was softness you didn't. New honey stuck in dry.
Save me. Get natives clean, moisturizing hair.
even.
We did also go back to Robert Irvine's for breakfast, because as much as we like to poke fun, we did like it. And that was us staying at every casino mega resort on the Vegas Strip. Now, in terms of an outro here, we figured the best thing to do would be to list our top 5s of our favorites for different categories. These are not ranked in any particular order, they're just sort of the best ones of each category in our opinion. First up, for best overall
Infiltrate
experience, our
the
favorite
enemy
hotels were
fortress.
the Venetian
Outer
/
heaven.
Palazzo,
Destroy the final
Park
weapon.
MGM in
Metal
Fresh
Gear.
Air, Caesar's Palace, a classic, and the Cosmopolitan for great variety, with honorable mentions going to New York and Paris for impeccable theming. Next up, we have our favorite activities/attractions, starting with the ice bar in the canal shops, which almost froze our camera, Twilight Zone mini golf at Bally's, an unexpected gym, the Tournament of Thieves at
Amazing how you walk
Excalibur,
around like
because
that.
Dragon, the Adventure Dome at Circus Circus,
Snake.
notably the Canyon Blaster,
Been waiting
and
long.
the ski lodge at the Cosmo. Then we have our top dining experiences, including but not limited to celebrity chef restaurants. We have the street eats at Resorts
Where's
World,
my
Italy
gear?
at
Right over
MGM,
there.
Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen at Caesar's Palace, David Chang's Momofuku at the Cosmo, and then Lisa Vanderpump's Vanderpump Opera
That's more
at
like it.
Menage a Tomate.
Everything
And
you
then
had when you were
finally, we have
captured
our
is still
best
there.
ratings in terms of creature comforts, not necessarily theming, which includes the Encore, because the wing had a sandwich, the Nobu Hotel inside of Caesar's, even though they got rid of our dim sum restaurant, the Nobu inside of
Sorry about
Gym,
earlier. I had to use you as bait to gain access to Arsenal.
and then the
Worked.
Cosmo,
Why didn't you tell me about Olga?
You never asked.
Honorable mention to the Sahara for
Not happy about
honestly
that?
being a great bang
Get
for
over
buck.
it.
There's not
Any
much
effects
else
of the
left to
virus
say.
yet?
It was a
Still
wild
waiting
ride,
on that.
a lot of emotional
So,
ups and
it was
downs,
rigged
so
by the
thanks to everyone who
Patriots?
helped along
Looks
the
like
way,
it.
and thanks
From
to
what
you
I can
guys for
tell,
watching. If you
Arsenal
enjoyed
is
this
headed for Manhattan. I don't know what Solidus is planning, but we'll have to deal with it one way or another. There's also a troop of production model Rays ahead.
Smash that like button, and if you see more videos like this, make sure to smash that subscribe button. The Celebrity Chef video will be coming out once I get some sleep. Here are our short form / social media handles, and here's our merch website. And with that, yes,
Why?
all of that, I will see you
Olga
guys
asked me to give it to you. Besides, I'm not a big fan of blades. Move the right stick up and down to make a vertical slice, and left and right to slice parallel to the ground.
Instead, we're going to be
Move the stick in a circle to do a rotating cut.
spending the night in the last one.
Push it forward to lunge and strike. You can guard with your blade if you have the L1 button pressed down.
So sorry for
You
the
should
slight
be able
delay.
to deflect
You guys
a bullet or
are going to
two.
See a hotel room in all 33 hotels.
Listen, we got the car.
The car.
Got a key card. We stay here.
Also, we filmed this in July, so if we're complaining about the heat, that's why.
I feel like I'm in a pizza hut right now.
Now, this is like one of those, like, Pizza Hut sleeps.
It's delivery and DoorDash at the same time. But without further ado, on to one.
Are you ready, Tyler?
I think I have to be.
Have you iced your foot sufficiently?
I am gonna have to ice it.
Now, we can almost call it a one Mandalay day because all three of our first hotels were decidedly Four Seasons room. Is that what you're insinuating? And then the Delano is kind of like attached to the thinking. We took on the Four Seasons
I don't know.
first, which is
I'm not sure what the
definitely
hell
a
I'm supposed to do
hotel.
now.
In fact, it was actually the most expensive room on our entire roster at over $1,000 for one night. But overall, it was kind of like generic luxury. I mean, it's a Four Seasons hotel. It's supposed to be nice. It smells like a spa. It's got fancy artwork. But for Vegas, which is all about
Come on,
and
time to go.
and flashiness, it's pretty normal. The room itself was
If you run out of ammo, you can have mine. You got enough? Absolutely. Infinite ammo.
The bathroom had all of the fancy trappings like
Wait up, Snake.
It's a stupid reference to the first game. Once you beat it, if you get Meryl's ending, you can play with the bandana that's
Snake,
limited ammo.
have you ever enjoyed killing someone?
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a game.
Diminished sense of reality, huh? Find something to believe in, and find it for yourself. And when you do, pass it on to the future.
Believe in what?
That's your problem. Come on.
Weirdly, some people that I know also. We did try to film around them, but it's hard because they're just so tall.
Snake, Raiden.
Otacon, you all...
Our designated activity at the Four Seasons was their famous all-you-can-eat brunch.
Meal 1.
Meal 1 of 45. Are you for 15 days?
I think we are.
And it was actually a pretty impressive spread.
Follow me.
Bye-bye build-up and little chat. They had a lot of different cuisines, pastry, lunch, they fried the burger medium rare.
Follow me.
My favorite part was weirdly that they chilled their iced coffee with coffee ice cubes. Which is pretty elevated. Honestly, I don't really see myself coming back to stay at the Four Seasons specifically, but I would be interested in coming back to the brunch.
Don't push yourself.
Oh my god. Screw it.
So even though we had a nice level room, it was pretty nice and large.
Oh wow, this is not even a room.
We had like a sitting room, a bedroom, and a large bathroom with my favorite separate toilet room, shower, and tub. This is the unseen bathroom.
Raiden, about this colonel of
And though the
yours.
styling was a little random,
Are we underwater? No, we're at the Delano.
I thought there was some pizzazz to it. There's the central maze vibe I was looking for.
Right.
Specifically, the large quilted headboard made an impression on me.
As you said, it's huge. I didn't get all the way up to it.
And the doors are also kind of tall.
It's an imposing room.
I agree. Intimidating.
I'm intimidated by the Delano.
I remember that little detail.
And for getting the room right after the Four Seasons, when you compare the price, I think the Delano has an edge.
Right.
Because it's bigger.
They've got
more interesting to
Rose.
look at.
What?
And
Rose is being held in the holds.
It's a trap. Rose! Raiden, get a grip. But Snake, it's a trap. Since the Colonel doesn't exist, there's no way he can take Rose hostage.
Yeah, you're right.
I am right.
Okay. Does Rose exist?
Don't be weird. She's your...
What if I've never really met her?
What?
If the Colonel is something that I partly dreamt up, then everything I remember about her could be...
Don't jump to conclusions.
You and Otacon are the ones that say the Colonel never existed.
Raiden.
Is this what Olga was talking about?
Because there's a lot of stuff in there. Besides the casino floor, there are a lot of different
Oh boy. Oh, here we go.
Stores, bars, and restaurants.
Oh, this is the bit I was talking about. Oh boy.
Use this. Take the item.
Or at strip steak. Or on the Vegas Strip. Tired of striptease, eating a steak.
And then it was off to bed, since we had a lot to tackle on week 2.
Welcome to the Tana Sutra, like the Kama Sutra, that explores the art of intimacy through a series of tantric positions.
I don't remember how to do this fight.
It's been a long wait, Solid Snake. The root of all my sorrows.
What?
2 years ago, you killed my father. That was the beginning of hell for us. Everyone I love has been taken from me one by one, and no matter how hard I try, I can't follow them. Endless nightmare. The only thing we live for is to see it end.
If your father was the dude on the boat, which I think he was with the U.S. Navy,
You can't be serious
he
about
got killed
violating
by
the nuke.
Ocelot.
Since no one can kill me, we may as well kill everyone I can.
Like the Bering Strait land bridge.
So weird.
Looks like I'm today's pick. You go on ahead.
It smells like garlic or something. Maybe I'm having a stroke.
You want eternal rest? I've got it right here.
The entire pyramid is hollow inside, so
What are you gonna do? Bullets can't get near her. I'll think of something. There's no...
quiet and like stony, and the whole
It came as a complete surprise when Ocelot discovered the S3 data from GW. Not a bad idea, though. using fire to fight fire, creating the perfect assassin to retire Solid Snake's brother. S3 stands for Solid Snake Simulation. It's a development program to artificially reproduce Solid Snake.
Yeah, this is the bit that I thought we were on. This
The
is
result is a
the
Foxhound
fucking
commando.
worst.
When Foxhound no longer exists, a simulated Solid Snake shaped by VR regimen. Sound like someone you know, Jack? I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets. But I've made use of you, and their plan too. Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival. It was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy, as bait. Jack, those days during the Civil War were as real as they come. Every day was absolute, split between life and death. You ran from it, and now you've been led back to war by something less than real.
But beyond the very loud AC unit, I do like
Why did it swap? That's right. Get up. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh shit, am I... Oh, if I'm totally out, I'm fucked. I didn't know you could get those, so that helps a lot. Damn late. God damn it, every time I try and get that shot off. fucking hit the buttons before they come around. Shit, didn't mean to do that. No way, Jose. That's awesome.
Fireworks and jewels around this.
I expected a little more fight.
Fresh air.
A lot of casino air for the last couple of days.
And our room did not provide any rest of comfort. Now, the Excalibur is a more budgeted hotel, so you shouldn't expect a luxury experience.
So I decided to show you.
Oh, don't do this! They'll know!
I'll hold them off. Give you time to get away.
What about you? On the wall, and the air was a little musty, which one can overlook. But it was the brown
This is
marks on the
suicide!
floor which were tougher to look past.
Your nanomachines, they're transmitting your vital signs to the Patriots. If you die, my child dies. Understand? The child.
I see. So that's why you sold your troops out to me. So many dead, and they all died trusting you! Weren't they your comrades?
No, not just comrades. Family.
Some hot guys and some low lows. On to day 3.
I know I'm going to help, but at least my child.
This day was kind of like
I applaud your attitude. If you have a death I'll be trying to accommodate you. See you in hell!
hotels that is pretty famous, or I think at least visible on the strip. For some reason, I've never actually
Sure.
New York, New York. Not sure
I think
why,
this
but I just never
is
felt
like the
urge
last
to
fight
go.
in the game.
Are
If
you awake yet, Jack?
remember right.
GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you.
Next to the casino floor, they have a whole set of fake New York side streets.
I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son!
And there's a fair amount of
Oh, Jesus.
Hershey factory.
This one is way more harsh. Jesus Christ.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
What do you mean?
That's not your business.
Oh, really? It so happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Planning to hijack Arsenal? You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
Who talked? Ocelot?
Not exactly. I was the one who used Ocelot to suggest the idea to you in the first place.
What?
I was planning to give you Arsenal to begin with.
Why the uncharacteristic generosity?
I'm no philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards, a huge payload of warheads, and full air, sea, and land support to function efficiently. Against a large attack force without support, Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin. Seizing Arsenal gear was never the real objective.
What was your objective then?
A list of names of the Patriots. They were planning to extend their control to digital information flow with GW and Arsenal. That means the information they want to filter out is contained in GW, including that list of the highest 12 members of the Patriots Wiseman's Committee.
And once you knew who they were, you would cross out their names one by one, while we, with our useless arsenal, drew their fire.
Very good.
You were using us all along.
Were you any different?
But your plans hit a snag with GW destroyed, hasn't it?
No, there is another way.
Really? But we have our own plans to carry out. We'll take the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway. The purified hydrogen bomb is ready to go.
A nuclear strike won't stop them.
It will damage their power source. The mindless masses that they control. First things first.
Of course. That was what you wanted. I won't stop you. Good luck.
Thanks, but I have quite enough of that. What exactly do you find so funny?
Is Liquid gonna make an appearance?
Charades usually are humorous. I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Everything you've done here has been scripted. A little exercise set up by us.
Exercise?
The S3 plan was conceived as a means to reduce soldiers on par with Solid Snake. That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project. You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3 training kernel. An orchestrated recreation of Shadow Moses.
What?
Ames and the President's deaths. A ninja. A computer virus that mimics Fox Die. Did you really think they were all a coincidence? Ames' own nanomachines were used to shut down his pacemaker. I arranged for the appearance of the ninja as well.
And this really does feel like an unexpected gem.
As for the president, although Johnson realized what was going on, he played out his allotted part. As for the computer virus, it's a digital counterpart of Fox Die. It was also designed to eliminate every scrap of information regarding the Patriots from GW. Your plan was invalidated even before execution, Solidus. Fat Man was a different story. He's one of our own people. A sort of examiner we hired to test the boy's progress before letting him tackle the exercise proper. We had to arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing. If the boy had allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there. The project has no room for failures.
What do you mean?
Given the right situation, the right story, anyone can be shaped into Snake.
Now, in terms of activity,
even rookies can fight like men of experience.
Restaurants and bars, Lady Gaga has her residency there.
An instant creation of genius. And this training kernel will provide more than enough data to formulate such a program. You, Dead Cell, Olga, you're all nothing but pawns placed. Solidus, you and the boy were selected because your relationship resembles the one between Snake and Big Boss. Fortune, you and the rest of Dead Cell stand in for the Foxhound squad that Snake took on in Shadow Moses. You're the most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound.
Tara's near tears.
We've gone to a lot of trouble to set you up.
We hit up Roy Choi's restaurant, Best Friend, which is themed like a Korean
Alright,
convenience store. In the
story
front
and cutscenes go on forever. It ends with me fighting Snake.
So all in all, day 3.
Oh, that's sexy.
Unexpected gems all around. So day 4 we're calling our
Right.
Sleek and Chic Day, because the places we're going to are all kind of swanky, glittery, and modern, and the buildings are all tall and made of glass.
We're going to all the hotels that are just sort of like blocking us out from the rest of the strip.
We have the Waldorf Astoria, the Aria, and the Cosmopolitan, which are all a bit north of the Park MGM.
CVS right there. You need anything?
The Waldorf
I
Astoria
forgot
was
that the end of this
What
game
you
is basically a movie.
experienced was the final test of its effectiveness.
There, it's just like a Lux hotel.
We used shadow
going
images
good.
as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
And though the room here was not cheap, it was less expensive than the Four Seasons and had way more of that luxury vibe to it. Like everything was marble and stylized, there were random orchids everywhere, the hallway in particular was very upscale.
I claimed you from...
It's Richard's Hotel.
And this room...
Is that the best?
Oh my god, we just stay.
What's wrong with you? Ready to give up, Jack.
Get up.
Is that the best you can do? What's wrong with you?
Oh, come on. What is the point of block? Turn around. Oh my god. I wish there was a way to lock on. That would be way better. Oh, okay. Good spin, bro. I'm glad these controls work so well.
Good work, Jack.
private thing. So instead, we went to their secret ski lodge farm. This one is next to the entrance of this really colorful restaurant they have, Super Frito, and inside it's 1980s skates.
So later, Solidus. See you in Metal Gear 4.
There's no such thing in the world. By the way, what is that?
Dog tags.
It's like KBBQ, but it's s'mores.
Where they give you a liquid barbecue, marshmallows, chocolate, and graham crackers, and you can roast them right there.
Anyone you know?
Besides that,
No, never heard the name before.
the Cosmo also has a bunch of hidden and/or
I'll pick my own name and my own life. I'll find something worth passing on.
restaurant David Chase, which we did stop by.
Yeah, these two don't draw any attention.
By now, we are cooking up a celebrity chef.
They taught me some good things too.
Save our full review for a bit later.
Do you remember this place?
Corn is out of this world.
Of course. This is where we first met.
Then finally,
I remember now. Today is the day I met you.
which I like because it kind of feels like
That's
we're in
it.
a giant crystal cocoon and is also pretty good people watching.
It's kind of like a big pillow fort. Like we're on the inside, everyone else is just walking around the outside.
Also, if you are my mom or the YouTube monetization squad, these drinks are all mocktails. I promise. Now that's a lot on the Cosmo, so we'll keep on.
Once again, sorry. The end of this
I
game
think I
is
found something to
3
pass
hours of
along to the
cutscenes.
future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. But genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
What kind of things?
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry, compassion, sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears only.
For day 5, which we're calling our big famous casino day.
We are feeling pretty good, energized, ready for today, which is about to be intense, because we have 4 hotels on the itinerary for today.
On the docket were the pretty well-known Bellagio of Ocean's Wings fame, Caesar's Palace of the Hangover fame, and the Mirage, whose volcano is featured in pretty much every mural shot of movies ever. We're also going to be hitting up the hotel inside of Caesar's as well. And these are all hotels that Tyler and I know pretty well. We've never stayed at the Bellagio, but we've been there a bunch of times. We have stayed at Caesar's, and we've also stayed at the Mirage.
Alright. Well, that's the end of that one. I'm debating whether or not I play Snake Eater the old one, or just go on to 4. Because with the new one, I'm gonna buy it and play through it. We've got a trip coming up soon right now for a little while, but I don't know. Can I skip this? Of course not. Alright, well, I'm gonna stop it here so that it's easier to outline. Thanks to anybody who watched or anybody who's watching. I might be back on to keep streaming, I haven't decided yet. So, thank you guys.